I know you hating on me because I'm famous. I know you hating on me because I'm famous. I know you hating on me because I'm famous. They all know what my name is. I know you hating on me because I'm famous. I know you hating on me because I'm famous. I know you hating on me because I'm famous. They all know what my name is.
Hi, it's Angie Welsh, and welcome to the world of surfing, a surfer's paradise. In this episode, we'll be chasing swells, starting off in California, heading south to Mexico, then on to beautiful Tahiti, with the treacherous break of Chapu. A surfer's life revolves around chasing swells. No matter where in the world, surfers are always looking to find the best waves possible. California is a mecca for surfers and is one of the most famous surfing destinations in the world. Californian surfers are blessed with some of the best surf breaks in America.
You know, surfing is still kind of like a big part of California, especially coastal.
If you're a surfer in LA, you almost live this private life. You know, you're sitting in the ocean with just your friends in one of the busiest towns in the world, Hollywood signs in the background, and I just laugh.
I mean, it gets really crowded with people that aren't really experienced, so you're dodging bullets all over the place, you know, and
they like to mouth off a lot in the water, and you know, it's a pretty unfortunate thing because, you know, here you're taught so much, you know, respect.
You know, you can surf crowded waves here in Orange County, or you can drive up the coast and maybe get a little secret spot in Ventura, or drive up a little further and have no one out and just have flawless, perfect waves. And it's just neat because there's all kinds of different breaks. You know, crowd factors vary. You're really close to Mexico, so you can drive down there.
If you find your nice little spot that you want to hang out and don't want to have to deal with that freeway, you can live a pretty cool lifestyle.
They have really good waves. In my dad's hometown is Santa Barbara. They have really long point breaks. Like, people are so amped on surfing over there.
She's had enough now, she started way too early. The room is being worked so hard. Then the DJs arrive with beats so dirty. A rumor went around, this is one of those parties. It was one of those parties.
Too tired to party,
Too tired to speak, mind too much to think, feet too sore to dance steady. She'd had enough, cause she started way too early. Who stopped the party? She stopped the party.
The three-time world champ Tom Curran's like an amazing guy.
He's like, you know, the most legendary surfer ever, and when he goes out surfing, he doesn't try to take over the lineup or act like he deserves any more waves than anyone else.
girl, too tired to party.
Now we hit the second verse, the juice is feeling sexy. The room is being worked so hard.
Pat Curran, he's surfing good. He's goofy fit. His dad's regular. It's a little different. Looks like a little Bobby almost. And yeah, that kid's surfing good.
Too tired to party. I can't get enough. No, not enough. Too try to think too much to move, honey. I can't get enough. No, not enough. I'm not the kind of girl too tired to party.
Too tired to speak, mind too much to think, feet too sore to dance steady. She'd had enough, cause she started way too early. Who stopped the party?
Too tired to party.
No room to move.
Yeah, he's a super cool guy. Every time I meet him, he's super chill to me. You know, he's kind of got that like badass image. It's kind of You know, he's almost intimidating, but then when you talk to him, he's just like a super nice guy. His backhand's amazing, you know, like I could sit on the beach and watch him surf rincon for 3 hours. There's no other backsider surfing like that.
No, not enough. Too try to think too much to move.
I've been watching him since he was 11, and he just surfs to have fun, and he's really good at it.
To top the party. I can't get enough. I can't get enough.
I travel most of the year, so it's always nice to come back here and see all my friends. And you know, this time of year, everybody's really surf psyched and it's really crowded, but you know, we still get waves.
Coming up after the break, we catch up with Malibu's surf, movie and rock stars, all enjoying the surfing lifestyle.
During the summer, it's good to go down to Malibu because they have a lot more waves than Ventura does. When Ventura's knee high, you know, it's head high at Malibu, and it's really close.
I always thought it was like LA on the beach, but it's pretty cool. Like, it's not what I pictured. It's like, you know, open hills and kind of cool, old school Cali look, but with billionaires and hot chicks and big parties and mansions.
It's everything wrapped into one here. You know, there's the beach culture, there's the Hollywood lifestyle, there's the amazing scenery, there's the great waves, the great surfers, the beautiful people.
Power to the people who struggle in the ghetto, concrete jungle. Power to the people. Power to the people who struggle in the ghetto, concrete jungle. Power to the people. Power to the people who struggle in the ghetto, concrete jungle. Power to the people who struggle in the ghetto, concrete jungle.
It's hustling as usual in the ghetto.
I don't think there's that much appeal for wave quality in California, just more the lifestyle.
All this suffering is invisible in the ghetto. But people are beautiful in the ghetto.
I got a call from Benji, and I'd seen that morning that it was probably going to look like the biggest swell all year, if not in a few years. And you know, he said, "Hey, let's go. We're going. Be at my house tomorrow at 4, and we're there." And when you're going down to Mexico, you got to be kind of prepared for anything. You're basically going into the Wild West, so you need backups for backups. Coming from California, I grew up seeing photos of Todos and hearing about it, and it's just one of those like magical waves that you don't think you'll ever be at, but wow, would like to surf one day. And so I couldn't believe it when I actually got out there in the channel and was like, oh my God, I'm at Todos right now. And it's like 15 feet with 20-foot sets. And all of a sudden, just this big bomb comes in. You see everybody scratching for it. And I just made it out to the lineup under everyone, looking at it going, wow, somebody's gonna get a huge wave right now. And for some reason, the wave completely backed off, and guys literally paddled to me and couldn't get any more momentum. And it was as if all of a sudden I was just surfing by myself, and this wave came to me. And with dry hair, I kind of just turned around and went, you know, whoop, whoop, and did the little airdrop into it and rode this wave and kicked out. Like, oh, that was pretty cool. And I guess it turns out that for that session, that was the biggest wave ridden during the day. And never in a million years did I expect that I was going to ride the biggest wave that day. I was
With thousands of homeless men, women, and children from all parts of the world. Their helpless, tired, hungry souls to survive another night.
Tahiti is a very special place, rich in Polynesian culture and home to some of the best waves on Earth. Chapu is Tahiti's most well-known wave and the heaviest in the world.
Tahiti's such an insane place, you know. Seeing some waves come through there, they're just like nothing else really, anywhere.
So as soon as you see it, you just need to be going. You know, you can do as much physical preparation as you'd like, but I think it really comes down to like being mentally prepared for it, and when that moment does arrive, that you just seize that moment and go. So I'm starting to prepare myself right now.
They say like the Hawaiians came from Tahiti, you know, the Tahitians sailed to Hawaii.
I always say Tahiti is Hawaii 50 years ago. I think the whole lifestyle there is the epitome of maybe what Hawaii used to be, and still is, I'm sure, just not there in the circus of the 7-mile stretch in the North Shore of Oahu.
The lifestyle down there is just like a lot more, boat oriented. You know, you can not even own a car down there. As long as you have a boat, you can get out to the waves and get to the grocery store and all that.
That's what is unique and really beautiful about the Polynesian culture altogether. It just all revolves around the ocean, and it's a pretty infectious culture to be around.
Morning started off like, a couple 12-footers. I paddled for a couple and just said, no way. All I wanted to do is get a wave like Andy. I was like, God, I can't do it. I can't get into it. And then just hear people going, go! And I'm just like, trying my hardest. And it didn't work out. But it was kind of funny as the day went on, you know, I was like 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. And then next thing you know, like, I remember getting ready for my last heat, and I was like, 8 to 12 with 15-foot sets, bro. And I was like, bro, they're making us paddle out right now. This is heavy. Like, if I'm scared, I can't imagine what these other guys are thinking in my heat. And I'm just like, God, I guess it's on, you know? But so it's pretty crazy that they called it off right before that, and then everyone started towing.
To see people surf huge Tiopo like jaws and all these waves, like for me it's kind of crazy. Probably you get the biggest adrenaline rush, and I think that's what pushes them to keep going.
There's like all these different kind of poundings you can get. It's weird. At sunset, it's like, dude, you're in a huge washing machine. It's like, raw. It's like, you know, throwing you in these huge circles. And then when you're getting pounded at Waimea, it's like, bro, one arm goes that way, the other arm goes that way, your fingers go that way, your one leg goes the other way, and your freaking other foot hits you in the head. Bro, it tries to rip your body apart. It is beyond crazy, let alone you're thinking the next wave's gonna roll over me. I'm not gonna get to the surface. And how big is that next wave? And does anyone see me? It's pretty crazy, pretty intense.
Usually bad wipeouts happen on waves that you're probably scared going into it.
You know, you got to relax and conserve your oxygen.
You got to get to the point where you look at the wipeout as a part of the fun.
Probably when I broke my leg.
We ended up getting tangled, and she ended up swimming down, and I was trying to swim up.
I got pushed under a cave, and I was like getting smashed against the cave, and my arm was like bending back.
Worst nightmare.
There's all these little tunnels, and I was inside one. That was the scariest moment of my life.
I guess the best way to describe getting caught by a big wave is imagine, you know, a 3-story building in front of you while you're just standing there, and all of a sudden it's just going to fall on you. But you know it's going to fall on you, and you have about 5 or 10 seconds to try and settle yourself down and breathe and tell yourself that, you know, I'm not going to die right now. I mean, that's pretty radical. You have to think about all that right before this thing actually hits.
Wow, it's hard to imagine they can survive some of those wipeouts. Up next, we're off to Shipsterns Bluff, located off the rugged Tasmanian coast in Australia. Shipsterns Bluff is another of the world's heaviest waves. The Tasmanian coast picks up some of the biggest seas in the Pacific Ocean, making Shipsterns one of the most heaviest breaks in Australia.
Tasmania, if you think about it, it's really close to being a surfer's paradise. Like, there's so many different types of waves.
It's just so unexplored down there. It's just such a rugged coastline around the whole island, and gets battered with heaps of swell.
Welcome to the world, little brother.
Every one of the local boys out there will surf better than you will out there. And it's pretty humbling because it just shows you how good some of those underground guys are, and they don't get the recognition for it. It's because, you know, like, they don't chase, you know, surf all around the world, but as far as waves at their local spot, they're as good as anyone.
it can be such a perfect wave, and if it didn't have that step in it, it would be a perfect wave. But if it didn't have that step in it, probably like similar to most other big perfect barrels, and that's sort of the thing that makes it unique and makes it quite special. Really, it's quite an intense wave, and it's also luck of the draw out there. You could go a really big wave and have a minor step in it and you get the barrel of your life, or you could go that same size wave and the step could draw out and it could break and you're in a really sticky situation. So
I hope you enjoyed chasing swells with us. Join us next time when we take a look into the lives of the original Coolangatta kids, Michael Peterson, Peter Townend, and Rabbit Bartholomew, and onto the new generation of Coolie kids, Dingo, Parko, and Mick Fanning. We also catch up with the crew from Save Kira, who are doing their best to resurrect what was once the best wave in the world. Well, if you want more action from this week's episode, then head on to our website, asurfersparadise.tv, where you can download some clips to watch anytime, anywhere. I'm Angie Welsh. Keep living the dream.